What is up, my howlers? Wolfpack Leader here, and today is the day of Chucky's Reckoning. World War Chucky is on the rise in the latest sequel to the OG Chucky franchise. Call of Chucky is a very interesting film because it has very mixed opinions. But I'm gonna go ahead and be honest with you guys. I absolutely love this movie. It's super cheesy, but that's what I love about it. I'm totally being honest with you guys. For me, Curse of Chucky is like Child's Play, and Call of Chucky is like Child's Play 2. Because, like Child's Play 2, Call of Chucky just goes right into it. Because Curse, was pretty much setting things up. So now we can just pick up right where we left off. This movie does take a lot of risks, but I love them all, and I think they play out pretty well in this movie. I especially love that this movie begins with our first and favorite protagonist of the entire franchise, Andy Barclay. And to our surprise, he's on a date, but that quickly escalates to a failure due to his past, specifically his childhood. This is actually upsetting to see because Andy can't even keep women in his life, all thanks to Chucky. He can't even have a normal life. But the sadness for this character doesn't end there. After he leaves his failed date, he goes to a cabin where we later learn is his safe house, and he keeps Chucky's decapitated head inside a locker. Andy is probably at his absolute worst in the point of this franchise because his life is so sad that he talks to Chucky's head and tortures it because that's the only pleasure he's going to get in his life. I forgot to mention that this Chucky head belongs to the same one that we saw at the end of Curse of Chucky. Surprisingly, the decapitated Chucky head plays a big role in this movie because it's the Chucky that gets Andy to realize that there are multiple Chuckys running around killing people. It's actually pretty funny because Andy learning this fact is similar to when Batman figured out that there are 3 Jokers in his universe. I don't know, I kind of find that similarity to be kind of funny. Back to the multiple Chuckys, 2 of them are at the same sanitarium that's keeping Nika captive. I actually prefer Nika in this film much more than Curse because they do a lot more, which I will get to that later on in this video. But first, I want to talk about the main location of this film, the sanitarium. They utilized the sanitarium in such a beautiful way in terms of aesthetics. Remember when I brought that up in Curse of Chucky? Well, they amped the beautiful color discordance to an 11. And the best part, it's 100% practical, no CGI necessary. And I'm referring to the complete white background of the majority of the sanitarium and how some characters are wearing color. This just makes them pop and emphasizes them visually. Just looking at these beautiful stills, you see how everything is white and Chucky is all colorful, so he just pops. I absolutely love that about this movie. Now, for the side characters, most of them aren't too bad. You don't exactly hate them, but you also don't root for them either because, like before, these characters don't have a lot of development. And if they're killed off, you're usually just like, oh well, they died. Cool kill though. Or you're like, oh, that person died. They were pretty cool. I kind of, was hoping that they would make it to the end. But the kill was still pretty dope. You know what I mean? They're still kind of throwaway characters, but if the movie had a longer runtime, then maybe you would care for these characters a lot more. But there is one character in this movie that does a pretty good job at making you hate them, and that is Dr. Foley. Dr. Foley is all messed up. He tries these weird hypnotize methods on Nika and starts kissing her and stuff like that. It makes you feel weird and disgusted. But this character is so gross. Chucky says some of the most funniest dialogue in this entire film.
I just can't with this guy. I don't know whether to kill him or just take notes.
Yeah, that says a lot if it's coming from Chucky. But after that happens, Chucky is suggesting Nika should kill him. But of course, she doesn't, and we get some of the most amusing scenes in Child's Play history. And that is when the 3 Chuckys come together for the first time in this film.
He made the funniest face when I drilled him. Did you see the steam when I sliced open his guts? I never felt so alive! Yeah, well, you've been alive for like 2 minutes.
I absolutely love seeing multiple Chuckys so much. It's literally been a lifelong dream of mine, and now it's been fulfilled. But after the 3 Chuckys slaughter another side character, they start getting their stuff together and decide their missions, and we again get some of the most funniest dialogue in this movie.
Now I'm gonna go kill Andy. No, I want to kill Andy. I earned it. I've been through a lot today. You got to suck pity today. Look what happened to me. Hello? Look at my hair. Oh shit, you win. Absolutely. Sorry, pal, you go fuck 'em up real good.
Yeah, the comedy is pretty fresh and at its peak, honestly. But after that goes down, we get to see an insane scene, and that is Chucky taking over Nika's body, and she is walking again. This is where the movie throws a lot of fans off because they thought it was just crazy, but honestly, I thought it was a great risk because now they can do a lot with Chucky's new soul-splitting ability. I wouldn't be surprised if the next film, Chucky takes over the world and creates like a huge army. Like that would actually be pretty terrifying, but also pretty badass. I know this movie is full of crazy, but there's one last scene I want to talk about, and that is the post-credits scene. They shocked us twice because we go back to Andy's safe house and we see the decapitated Chucky getting bothered by high beams, and guess who comes in? Kyle from Child's Play 2. When I first saw this, I became even more excited for what's to come next in the franchise. I know I want to see Kyle break Andy out of the asylum, interrogate the Chucky with the missing limb, and try to figure out how to defeat Chucky once and for all. I want to see an all-out Chucky army versus Andy's Avengers type battle so bad. I kind of hope Andy and Kyle find Glenn because I've always, to this day, I still want to know where he's at. A lot of people hate that character, but I still want that question to be answered. But, I bet they can do a lot of great things with that character, so, who knows, but as right now, I can just hope. Even though I love this movie, I know it has, flaws, like for the story, the story's pretty flawed, it's not perfect. And again, it's a little short, so it does feel a little rushed at some parts, but overall, I still enjoyed it. I personally love this movie. Again, a lot of people hated it, but again, it's fine to have different opinions because that's gonna happen. Not everyone can agree with you. But I'm gonna end the video here, guys. What did you guys think of this movie? Let me know in the comments below. But before I end it here, I just want to say thank you guys for my viewers who have been watching every single Chucky review / retrospect I've been uploading, because now we're finally almost in the end. We still have the 2019 remake to do, which I'm really excited to do. But yeah, guys, thank you so much, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Hi, I'm Chucky.